Hello learners, myself Milan Gajera, I am your mathematics educator. Today I want to teach you our chapter number 9. So in this chapter we have to learn about two main three-dimensional shapes, that is a cube and cuboid. So let us start with these two interesting shapes. So in this chapter we learn about two shapes, as I already told you, cube and cuboid. So we discussed how many vertices, how many faces and how many edges are there in the cube and cuboid. So let us start with the cube. Our first topic and first thing is we have to learn about total how many vertices are there in the cube. So let us count all the vertices which are in the cube. So if we count, there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So total 8 vertices are there in the cube. Now we know this thing, total 8 vertices are there in the cube. Now how many edges are there in the cube? So we have to count in total edges which are present in the cube. So we can say it total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. 12 edges are there in the cube. Each and every edges of the cube are equal. Each and every edges of the cube are equal. Now, what are the faces? What we have to, why we have to identify the faces of the cube? So, faces is the side of the cube. Total how many faces are there in the cube? So, we can say it total 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6. Total 6 faces are there in the cube. Why we can, how we can identify it? Let us see it. For example, we have a one dice, 1, 2, 3. After that 4, 5 and 6. So we can say it has a 6 faces, and also it is also same in a dimension, and the shape of the faces is a square. So all the faces of the cube are equal and square in the shape. We can say it all the faces are equal in the cube and shape of the faces are square. So let us see some example which we can consider as a cube. Over here main 3 examples are there. Those we can identify by the cube. Now let us revise. Total cube have 8 vertices, 12 edges and 6 faces. Understood? Now the another main 3-dimensional shape which we have to discuss in this chapter also, that is the cuboid. So let us talk about the cuboid shape. How many vertices are there in the cuboid? This is our first question. So let us count the vertices of the cube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So total 8 vertices are there in the cuboid. Sorry. Now, how many edges are there in the cuboid? So let us count total edges of the cuboid. It is also same as the cube. Total there are 12 edges present in the cuboid. But the small change is there. 12 edges are there which is same as the cube in the cuboid also. But the length of these these faces, these edges are not equal. Now the third thing, we have to count total faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So in the cuboid also there are 6 faces. But this is also not equal. All the faces are different in the dimension. These are the some examples of the cuboid. Now we have to identify the difference between the cube and cuboid. So first of all, let us revise the 8 vertices, 12 edges and 6 faces are there in the cuboid. Same as the cube also. Now what is the difference between the cuboid and cube. So cube have 8 vertices, also cuboid have 12 edges and 6 faces. Both all these three things are equal in cube and cuboid. But in the cuboid there is a difference in the dimension, or in the cube faces and edges are equal. Understood? I hope you all are understood with these two three-dimensional cube and cuboid. Thank you.